Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have business owners calling for a 2-week extension of Nights of Lights. Downtown employees are still concerned over parking challenges. We learned how a tossed cigarette butt was a smoking gun and an arrest of a serial burglar, and county deputies helped rescue elderly man in a retention pond. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, Chris Lucero, Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy House, and Sunny's Barbecue. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and download our app from the Apple App Store. New merch store coming soon. All right, good morning, everybody.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
All right.
I'm green, you're red.
Yes.
We're festive.
Yes, that's
Accidentally.
so. This one's getting rotated back into the rotation.
Okay.
So,
I like the stripes.
I went from back of the closet, moved it to the front of the closet. So
Yeah.
see if it's
Big shakeups in your house.
might be a little musty. Yeah. No, it's okay.
You're good.
It's not
I
terrible.
don't smell you.
That's good. It's good.
That's always good.
Blake, are you alive, sir?
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone.
Just made it.
Yes.
Sliding into home base.
He just popped up like a meerkat.
How you doing, Blake?
Hi, I'm doing well.
Do we have a question of the day?
All right. Question of the day is: what's a Christmas present you wanted but you never got? Christmas present you wanted but you never got.
All right. This is a deep pull.
Okay.
You know the movie Land Before Time?
Yes.
The dinosaurs?
Yes.
So the
Yep.
favorite character was Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
Yeah, yours obviously Petrie.
Petrie.
So we had Pizza Hut. It was Book It days. So I was in Pizza Hut a lot with Book It, and they had a giant Littlefoot stuffed animal.
Okay.
So the stuffed animal itself was giant. It was Littlefoot, the character. So that's what I wanted. I wanted that like real bad. And asked Santa. Santa could not understand me because I'm saying a big Littlefoot. I want a big Littlefoot. And obviously that was not clear.
Yeah, you didn't specifically say the dinosaur.
Yeah, I had to explain.
Oh,
but like the
okay,
first thing
okay.
I said was I want a big Littlefoot because that makes perfect sense for me. And he didn't get it. So like we had to delve deeper, and I don't know if he ever got it because who knows. But I never
maybe you
got.
were just naughty.
I never got the big Littlefoot. I don't know that it was something that you could buy. I think it's something you had to earn.
It was like a display and earn like.
Yeah, if you ordered like $4 bajillion in pizza, maybe you could like earn your way to getting the big Littlefoot. That's why I went to Santa because like
Yeah. I mean,
wasn't-
He would know the rules.
you can't see it anywhere, and it wasn't in any toy stores or anything. It was only at Pizza Hut, and so I think Santa thought that I wanted some sort of foot-shaped pizza. I don't know. But I didn't get it, and I was sad, and I still remember that. But it's rare that I didn't get what I wanted for Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's memorable.
Well, we're gonna see what Blake.
How Santa failed Blake.
How Santa failed Blake.
Yeah.
Here, I've never asked this question before. My children. So Blake, how did Santa fail you?
I'm not going to ask this question. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights.
Did you ever have anything you wanted that you didn't get?
I am going to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights.
Everyone
I would
has
like to know this.
something. It's okay.
It's okay. I can't. I mean, do you know of anything?
I've lodged my complaint with my parents. It's okay. You can be brave.
I think it might be like a little bit age dependent thing. I think like maybe like I asked for like Orlando Magic when I was like 15 when they sucked. So I think that might happen.
Oh, okay. Well, they probably sucked and no one wanted to go with you.
True.
Not speaking for Santa. All right. And mine was, you still see the vintage commercials of it. It was an Evel Knievel was huge when I was a kid. And you guys have seen clips of Evel Knievel, but like that was a big deal when he was on Wide World of Sports, and he was jumping the fountain, he was jumping the buses, and he tried to do the Snake River and all that, which was awful. But there was an Evel Knievel motorcycle that you could crank up, and he would go and he'd do jumps and he would do things like that, and it was always advertised on Saturday morning. And I was definitely a victim of all that stuff, because I mean, I think all kids my age, Saturday mornings were cartoons and melt your brains with commercials of toys.
Yes.
Mine was Evel Knievel, his stunt motorcycle, and Blake, if you can find Evel Knievel's stunt motorcycle so people know what I'm talking about. I just always wanted that and never got it. So, and I did have one friend his dad was a doctor who had it. So then it really burnt me a little bit because I know I was a better kid than him.
This is rigged.
Yeah.
Well, my dad was a doctor. It did not help me get the big little foot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you didn't get the Evel Knievel motorcycle.
It's okay. I'm strong now.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter at all, Santa.
Screw that guy.
I was a good kid. I
pulling it up.
shouldn't have been that good. I should have been a bad
Alright.
kid.
Is this it?
Yep. That's it. And you cranked it on the side, and then you released it, and then it took off, and it would do jumps, and you could make him stand on his head, and you could,
That's wild.
Can you jump over the Caesar Palace fountains with that?
If it was to scale, maybe.
Imagine that being your dad, and like every kid has your dad's toy.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
So, no, Evel Knievel was a big deal. So
Yeah. And kind of a salty guy, right?
he was kind of an angry guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't exactly the kindest human.
I imagine he was in a lot of pain.
That might be because of the CTE with all of his crashes.
Yeah. No, he
True
broke
that.
like every bone in his body or something.
More than once,
Yeah.
I imagine. Yeah, poor guy.
So.
Now it's time for a quick check the weather.
It is cool outside, and it's partly cloudy.
All right, that quick check the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets, Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's a perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blake's traffic report. It's
Traffic.
clear. We're
Looks
good.
like it's moving pretty good.
It's moving all right. It looks like we need to adjust the aperture on the Mile Marker 318 camera.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything's looking fine out there.
All right. Nice. That Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission into the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with full fare guests through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine one stop at a time. All right, moving on into the news. Well, sort of. Quick reminder, we'll be taking Christmas break. December 19th will be our last show, and then we'll be running best ofs during the holiday season. We will return January 5th. So mark your calendars.
Yeah. On the 19th, we'll be doing the year awards,
Okay.
the Stoides, I think is what Blake calls them.
Yeah.
So
I definitely do need to think of like what we should give out. I think like we should make like an AI image of like a golden minion to give out.
Just spray paint the minions.
all right, are you ready for the Advent calendar? It is December 9th. Happy birthday to my sister, Pooh. Yes, I call my sister Pooh. Her first name is Winona. So
I can
obviously
see how you made that leap.
it went to that. Come on out there. All right, this is the whiskey of the day is 1792
All right.
is our whiskey of the day.
Nice.
We're getting closer to our
Get a teeny bottle.
yeah, it is. There's only one in that one.
All right.
So
Mondays and Tuesdays are rough days on the Advent calendar.
yeah, and Pooh, I said I wouldn't say your age on air, so I clearly did not say you're 61 and older than me.
Oof.
So I didn't say that on air.
Good job.
Yeah, so, this is what baby brothers are for.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm clearly the youngest one. So
clearly.
in case my sister didn't know that, she's gonna kick my ass again. Now I'm afraid.
You should be. Business owners call for a 2-week extension of Nights of Lights at City Commissioners meeting, citing challenging times. St. Augustine's iconic Nights of Lights is seeing another strong year for tourism, boosting downtown businesses well into the winter. But efforts from local hoteliers and retailers to extend the season won't be happening this season. At Monday's City Commission meeting, business owners urged officials to keep the lights on past the current January 11th end date. They argued that additional lights could stabilize revenue through January, protect hospitality jobs, and prevent layoffs. City leaders acknowledged the economic success and praised improvements made this year to traffic flow, parking, and shuttle services. But they said it's too late in the season to change the schedule. Oh, their hands are tied.
Mm-hmm.
Contracts for staffing, shuttles, portable restrooms, barricades, and the company responsible for removing the lights were locked in months ago. City Manager David Burcham warned that extending the event could result in reduced visitor services and logistical challenges the city isn't prepared for, so like last year. Commissioners agreed, noting residents and businesses were told the dates back in March, but they signaled they may reconsider expanding the schedule when planning for next year. The season began a week earlier than usual, but ends 2 weeks earlier, cutting the run from an average of 72 nights down to 58. That change followed heavy complaints about congestion during last year's event. While business owners worry about a slower January, city leaders say the operational improvements this year have made for a more positive overall experience, and any discussion of extension will have to wait until planning starts for 2026-2027. Great.
Yeah, I mean, I think the city's doing a much better job this year. Is there improvements still to be made? Yes, there's improvements still to be made, but you kind of have to check one box and then move to the next box.
Yep.
So I think the city's doing that. I would like to see, for the visitors' experience, Martin Luther King weekend go back to being a part of the Night of Lights. And it's a lot of people planned their weekend for that, and then we switched it up on them. So next year I would like to see, I liked actually, I wasn't sure if I was going to like starting that early, but I actually liked starting that early on the Night of Lights the week earlier. So give us that week earlier, but give us back one of the weeks on the other side, and get us to Martin Luther King. That's my suggestion. I think that's the best for the businesses as a compromise and for the city. But the visitor experience for that weekend was taken from the people that scheduled for the long weekend.
Yeah.
So ended on that long weekend, and to me that makes the best sense for the businesses and a compromise for the businesses and the city. So and it has to be a conversation. It can't be just a pushing back and forth. And some of the statements that were made were a little insulting to businesses last night that I don't think were accurate too. So, so we gotta continue a conversation. It can't just be this demand and then reaction without a conversation. So,
I like Nights of Lights ending when January ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Just go the whole month of January, end it.
I mean,
February, no more lights.
ideally, I would like that too, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm looking for a compromise too.
Yeah, so I'm going for the big ass.
for the city. Yeah.
I
So,
want the end of January.
so I mean,
Screw you
it's
guys.
it's just to me that I would love to have it go through January, but if we're getting it on the front side, give us just that one more week back, and you're still getting 7 days that you didn't have before. So,
Yeah.
I think that's a fair compromise.
I like the start date. Keep it till the end of January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Nights of Lights.
I'm sure every
and I want
business,
it
and I'm
all the
like I
time.
said, I'm working for that works out best for everybody who's working, but there is a burnout factor that does happen in January
sure.
too. So
Yep.
But I do gotta ask you though, like so let's say hypothetically, if the commissioners do want the extension, but however don't have the funds for like let's say a 1 to 2 week extension, could they call for the Tourist Development Council to ask for like funding, for possibly for like the funding of like extra contracts, or is that impossible right now?
well, they asked this year, and I think they said they weren't going to need it next year, but. I don't think the Tourist Development Council recognizes, per a conversation that I've seen with our group, recognizes it being necessary for the economy of tourism and definitely the livelihood of the downtown businesses. Because, taking away this January, we're not really going to know until the end of January how much it affects us.
Yeah.
So.
Joy mentioned that she remembers when it went into February 2005 with the Super Bowl. I remember that year too.
Get extended.
I like the lights. I say keep it. Heck,
Yeah.
let's go to Valentine's Day.
Okay, you might be Amanda. You might be a little bit biased because your church is right there, so
I mean, the
a
Nights
little
of
bit
Lights.
biased.
Yeah,
The
but
Nights
that
of Lights
actually is
don't
almost
help
it's an
or
inconvenience
the
really
church.
for the church, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's a parking situation. I mean, I guess the parking lot benefits from it, but the actual church itself, they're kind of a non-issue with the church itself.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, that's like I said, I'm trying to look at it as a mediator, not as how it benefits. I mean, obviously it benefits my business to keep it as long as we can possibly keep it. But my humble ask is to get it past Martin Luther King weekend. Start it the same day, get it past Martin Luther King weekend. So.
All right. Nights of Lights updates brings more visitors, but downtown employees say parking challenges they're facing. The crowds drawn in Nights of Lights are once again bringing heavy congestion downtown, but this year city leaders have put new traffic measures in place to help manage the gridlock. Thousands of visitors pour into the historic district every night in December, and businesses say the changes, including street closures and adding shuttles, have helped bring more customers, but those same changes are making it harder for employees to get to work. Workers downtown say they now have to leave 30-40 minutes earlier just to find a spot, competing with tourists for limited public parking. With many streets blocked off, employees must pay for spaces further away, and most don't have any dedicated parking. The city also raised fines for illegal parking from $35 to $100 this season, a move aimed at easing traffic choke points, along with shuttles with remote locations to keep cars out of the busy core. Visitors say the experience downtown is worth the effort, full of holiday lights, festive decorations, and big crowds enjoying the atmosphere. But employees hope city leaders will consider their needs when commissioners receive a mid-season update on the event Monday night, asking for a better way to accommodate both workers and the growing number of holiday visitors.
This has always been a problem.
Yeah.
So this is not a new problem. It's always been a problem. It's probably a problem for newer employees working downtown because the other ones have established and not given up the secret of where they're parking, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so there's parking out there. It's just you got to do a little more due diligence than a normal work job. So you can find it, and you might have to pay for parking. So I mean, but you're also the juice is worth the squeeze. You're making, if you're a server, you can be making $300-400 a night.
Yeah.
And you're paying $20 for parking. So and some of these guys are making arrangements, and I think the new arrangement with Flagler College starts at the end of this week.
Yes,
So,
because
so I think this problem should soften. It's going to be a problem, but it
Yeah.
should soften
It-
with that arrangement.
For sure.
So
yeah. So but the definitely employees are probably still gonna be like finding I don't see them using the. I don't see like most downtown employees using the park and ride system like either at the health department or at the Bradley's. I don't see that happening possible. So a lot of people are still going to be using the more likely the private lots.
well, by the time they get off and do their cleanup and do all that stuff, the park and ride is no longer working at that point. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really an option, a viable option for them.
Yeah. Unless they had like a late night party bus for the restaurant closers.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that the Flagler College parking lot eases some of this.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be cold about it, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there's
That's a new deal,
There's
and-
also a give and take that comes along with working
For sure.
downtown, and I mean, because you do okay during night lights, so
Yeah.
some of that
And
give back is going to happen.
this is a new deal that just was worked out for this season. So hopefully we'll see that give some relief and we'll see some positive benefits from that. All right. Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Sunoco on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.77, Gate on Mizell Road at $2.78, Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce at $2.85, Owens on South Ponce at $2.87, Shell at 146 King Street is $2.87, Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard's at $2.87, Sunoco on South Ponce is also $2.87. Got Circle K on 207 at $2.89, Shell on North Ponce is at $2.89, and A1A Discount Beverage is at $2.89. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. JC Hatfield Duo is at Milltop Tavern at noon. Richard Kanicki is at Cafe Alcazar at 12:15. Brett Blackshear is at Trade Winds at 1 o'clock. Shyla Macaluso is at Bin 39 at 4. We've got the Christmas Market at Colonial Oak at 4. We've got Madrigals is at Waterworks at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Trade Winds at 5. The Night Market with House Cats is at the Amp at 5 o'clock. Holiday concerts presented by Old Town Trolley is at the Visitor Information Center starting at 6 o'clock. Ivan Smith is at Casa Divino 57 at 6 o'clock. Jeremy Weinglass is at Michael's at 6 o'clock. Damon Slaughter is at O.C. White's at 6. Smoke and Joe Showers at Ann O'Malley's at 6. And Toss Crew is at Cafe 11, closing out the night at 8 o'clock. That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right, moving into the trends. Talked a lot of garbage here about drones and AI.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? So in Lee County, South Carolina, at a correctional institution, a drone was intercepted.
Okay.
So
First off, I can't believe they haven't changed the name of the county.
Lee County? Oh, it's South Carolina.
Yeah. So
they
I mean,
care.
everything else with his name on it got changed. So
But then it got reverted back.
yeah.
So it's just going to ping pong now every
Okay.
time the White House changes. All right. So we got Lee County Correctional Institution. They intercepted a drone. That drone was attempting to deliver some items.
Okay.
Would you like to guess at the items? You want me to tell you the items?
Oh, is it a cupcakes?
No.
Is it a nail file?
No.
Is it something that's already illegal?
depends on where you're at.
Are they delivering something to people that got in jail for what's being delivered to them?
Look at that. We had some weed,
Oh,
but not only some weed.
okay.
We also had crab legs and Old Bay seasoning.
Well, you can't have crab legs without Old Bay seasoning. Everybody knows that.
That is impossible to do without. Why?
Melted butter, Old Bay, put it in there, dip it down.
So I sent you a picture, Blake.
Person's got to have their crab legs.
There's cigarettes. There's not just crab legs. There looks like maybe some beef.
It looks like a steak.
So probably steak.
Marlboro.
We got Old Bay and we've got weed.
What is that up there? Is that the weed?
I don't know.
On here, I got a photo.
Is that papers? I'm not sure.
All right, so
All the papers.
wait, hold on. So
You know,
there's-
and the
some-
beauty.
hold on.
It's
Okay, here's
Marlboro menthols.
Wait,
Menthols.
guys. Here's the beauty of this. It was delivered in a Piggly Wiggly bag. That is the beauty of that picture. There's nothing that says South Carolina more
Than a Piggly
than
Wiggly.
the Piggly Wiggly bag delivering weed.
I have South Carolina family, and one of my aunts, they owned Piggly Wiggly stores in South Carolina.
Awesome. Awesome.
They did
They're
not
like
sell
South
weed.
Carolina royalty then.
Maybe I would.
I didn't know you were connected to royalty like that.
So corrections officials released the photo showing the other items that were seized, which include crab legs, Old Bay seasoning, cigarettes, weed, the whole deal. There's other meats there. What kind of payload did this drone have? That looks heavy.
It looks heavy. It looks like it was a big ass drone.
It must have been. So not subtle.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, maybe a pound worth of crab legs. That steak's probably a pound.
Yeah.
It's probably carrying like 6 pounds, 5, 6
At
pounds.
least.
So,
How did they think they were going to get away with that?
I don't know.
no.
It's beautiful, though.
I mean, it's a great story.
They lost their drone. Well, I don't know if they lost their drone.
Yeah,
I'm sure they lost their drone.
I'm pretty sure more than likely the drone is now destroyed.
Well, if they just dropped it and then the drone took off.
The drone is now getting gifted to some correctional officer's
Yeah,
kid.
it's for that kid. For that kid that
ordering a new remote for
Yeah.
it on Amazon as soon as they got it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. And she asked what cut of meat. It looked like just a sirloin.
Yeah.
So it didn't look like it was a fillet or anything like that.
Hold on. I just realized something. Did the drone break the seal on it?
No, it's wrapped over the edge.
No.
On the plate.
No, look on the left side.
Oh yeah, it does look like it got a little bit of.
I know the
it got
steaks.
cut.
It's pushing the tray down because it's wrapped around. You can see
Okay.
the shine
I gotcha.
from it on the left of the sticker.
That's a bad wrapper.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is.
My dad would have been very upset if I wrapped that like that.
It's so funny. They're gonna have a party, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's birthday, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
So-
tap into the trends with a good Troy is brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a customer prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. Moving back into the news, another cigarette story. How a tossed cigarette butt led to the arrest of alleged serial St. Augustine burglar. A single cigarette butt may have cracked a string of burglaries in the St. Augustine neighborhood. Investigators say DNA recovered from that cigarette led them to 41-year-old Willie Kennedy, now facing felony burglary.
Wait,
charges.
he's a serial burglar, so he comes in and takes your Lucky Charms?
100%.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pot of gold. At the end of the
Serial burglar.
Mhm.
All right. I didn't know there was no such term. Sorry to interrupt. You're doing great.
We're good. According to an affidavit, a homeowner on Spring Street returned home just after noon on November 26th to find his home ransacked. Drawers were pulled open, a wooden box was left out of place in the kitchen, and pry marks were found on the doors. Outside, a chair had been positioned under an open window, and several items were missing, including a pressure washer, a red bicycle, tools, and tennis shoes, valued at more than $750. Detectives collected a black visor left behind in the home, and a cigarette butt discarded on the back porch. While DNA on the visor was inconclusive, forensics showed the genetic profile on the cigarette was 700 billion times more likely to belong to Kennedy than anyone else. Police say
It's a pretty high percentage.
You're telling me there's a chance. Police say Kennedy also appeared on surveillance video the next day smoking a cigarette. He's now accused of multiple break-ins in the same area, and St. Augustine police say their investigation is still active. So if Kennedy's family would like to get him cigarettes behind bars, maybe do it the old-fashioned way and not a drum.
Borrow a drum. I think it's more fun to use the drum.
It is more fun.
I think the drone costs more than everything that was in that grouping that they gave. So except for the Piggly Wiggly bag.
Yeah. When your family on the outside is
Yeah.
a bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
Get a powerful drone.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kennedy, don't leave your cigarettes laying around when you're a serial burglar.
He's not known for leaving the places neater than when he got there. So, I mean, I guess littering is part of the package.
Yeah.
When you're a serial burglar.
Did they charge him for littering?
They should.
I think they should.
They should. Because cigarette butts are now litter. We know. They outlawed smoking in parks, and now cigarette butts are litter.
They've always been litter, by the way, in case you didn't know.
100%.
Yes.
But now we can charge it.
100%.
I'll tell you this.
That would be the salt in the wound, wouldn't it?
Should have been,
Here's how bad I am.
Smoking cigar.
Here's how bad I am about people that throw down cigarette butts. One of the subs that comes to the maintenance that comes to my building, I witnessed him flick a cigarette butt in the parking lot.
Dude,
And guess who doesn't work at our building anymore?
you had one job.
Yeah.
To pick up the trash.
You're here to make my building better.
Yeah.
And you do that. And the bad part was 15 feet away is the little butt container that all he had to do was put it in there.
Yeah.
And he cost his company $1,000.
That's
Yeah.
choices.
Yes. There
All
are
right.
repercussions to your actions, especially when they're stupid ones.
I think the lesson of the day is maybe if you're going to commit crime, quit smoking.
Well, I mean, you know, the dumbest thing. You guys remember the football player Hernandez that was at University of Florida?
Yeah. Yes.
That got arrested for murder.
Aaron Hernandez.
Okay, and he took
not with us
his
anymore.
own life. But he actually bought gum down the road, was chewing the gum and spit it on the victim and left it on the victim. Okay, all his DNA's, and he just basically said, "Here, cops, come get me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He signed it.
Yeah.
He's the wet bandit.
Yeah.
I believe the kids say unsubscribed from life
Yes. Exactly. Is that what the term is?
because you get shadow banned if you say the actual word. So people now call it on the interwebs unsubscribing. from that.
Unsubscribe. Okay.
TikTok's particularly harsh on that word.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
not the brightest thing to do.
No. So. All right.
All right.
Next story.
Good police story.
All right.
Heroic St. Johns County deputies rescue frightened elderly man after he drives into a retention pond.
Oh, no.
St. Johns County deputies are being praised today after a dramatic rescue at a St. Augustine library. Newly released footage shows an elderly man's red sedan partially submerged in a retention pond, water rising all the way to the steering wheel. Bystanders stood helpless on the shoreline as deputies Jeremiah Foster and Eddie Mandu sprinted into the water. They first tried to open the driver's door but couldn't. Seconds later, a window is smashed. Deputies reach inside, unlock the door, and call out to the driver, who appears shocked and silent throughout the ordeal. The fire rescue crews arriving, deputies pull the man from the vehicle and get him seated safely on a nearby bench. He was treated for cuts and bruises, then taken to the hospital as a precaution.
I have the video up here.
The sheriff's office notes Deputy Mandu was also recognized last year, credited with stopping a suicidal man from jumping off a local bridge. No word yet on what led to the car entering the pond. Oh, that poor man.
Well, I mean, they said other people were there and they didn't get in.
They didn't do anything, yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm a little disappointed in the
Dude.
other
In the
resident.
bystanders?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in the other
bad.
residents. Yeah.
That's scary. Scary situation.
So, all right. Well, I mean, thank you to those deputies, but the bystanders, I'm a little disappointed in you.
Yeah.
One calls 911, the other ones go in the water. So.
Well, still call 911. Like,
Yeah. Well, no, one has to stay on the phone with 911 and explain what's going on. But,
But I'm glad these officers got there in a reasonable amount of time. They were able to get him out. I've heard that you would be surprised how fast it becomes impossible to open a door with water
well, you have
rising.
to like decompress the door.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
equalize the pressure, and it sounds like they couldn't open the door though because it was locked.
Yeah.
And he seemed
And
to
this
be
is
incapacitated.
this is
in
one of
way
my
or another.
fears is getting trapped underwater.
Yeah.
So I mean, I always have my knife with the little bang thing on the end. It's honestly one of my fears.
It really is.
Yeah. It's one of my fears. So I mean,
I have a bang tool in my car, but I'd have to like dig it out to get to it. So
yeah.
It's not,
I just got to get to my pocket. I got to get to my pocket. So
yeah.
No, I think you should have something that you could break out because it's not easy to break out a window either.
No.
People think it's easy to break out a window, but if you have that thing with the little point on it, it definitely helps your chances.
Because of how they make car windows now, it's really hard to break them. All right. Good job, officers. Job well done. Maybe be a little more proactive if you're a bystander and someone's in distress. But we get it. Fight or flight.
Yes.
Sometimes you freeze. Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
On this Tuesday morning, I will tolerantly go into the terrific tidings of the tremendous titans of our tribe.
All right. That tolerant, tiding watch, I don't know, is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. All right, Troy. Comments before.
All right, Costco and Buc-ee's is at $267. Wawa's at $274, along with BP. Speedway's at $273. Racetracks at $279. Bobby was talking about a prison wallet. I don't know what that means. I do. But we're not talking about it.
No comment.
Christmas cookies and cocoa with the Grinch at Ready Set Play happening on Friday. A lot of great conversation, and you know, a lot of people want the city just to kind of compromise a little bit. In the conversation
Would be nice. Kelly, send me any sort of advertising I can share for you on the Ready Set Play Christmas cookies and cocoa with the Grinch. It's Amanda904now@gmail.com.
Yep.
All right. Start of that.
All right, Stardom stat today, 1965. In 1965, it was the premiere of A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh.
All right, and it almost didn't happen
Mm-hmm.
because the executives at CBS didn't like the pacing of the show, but mostly they didn't like the Bible verse that Linus reads.
Mm-hmm.
And they almost didn't air it because of the Bible verse.
They also didn't like the music.
Yeah, they didn't like the music either.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music and the pacing but the Bible verse is almost what did it
killed
in.
it.
So so of course everybody loves Charlie Brown Christmas. It's one of those things we watch. You know, we waited for Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph, and Charlie Brown Christmas. That's when we knew it was Christmas time.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
you know, everybody else could have It's a Wonderful Life and, you know, Miracle on 34th Street, which, by the way, I do love that movie.
Yeah.
Not a Wonderful Life guy. I'm a Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Which one are you? Because you got to be one or the other, really.
Probably, honestly, I'm It's a Wonderful Life, and my kids love It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah, but I'm Miracle on 34th Street.
But like black and white, we didn't show them Miracle on 34th Street until last year.
Oh, really?
I think because we were more, both Louis and I were more It's a Wonderful Life people. And so we were looking for movies that we hadn't watched, because my kids start watching Christmas movies midnight on Halloween. And so by the time Louie and I actually have a chance to watch them, they're like, we've already watched that one 5 times. Okay. So we were looking through and we were trying to find Christmas movies that they hadn't watched 5 times by the time we were in mid-December. So we showed them the newer Miracle on 34th Street. Newer, it's like in the 90s. And then we showed them Prancer. Do you remember Prancer? It's a fun movie. It's kind of an indie film. It's not like a high budget thing.
But when I was a kid, I mean, you know, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. Those were the 4.
Yeah.
Those are my Mount Rushmore of kids' Christmas.
Okay.
For my age group.
Nice.
So, and I do.
Decent Mount Rushmore.
I do love the newer movies. I don't know if you've seen Red 1.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Red 1's really good. A lot of the newer ones, the Santa Claus came along later after I was.
Have you ever seen Fred Claus?
Yes.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
So, I like a lot of the newer Christmas movies that are out there.
Yeah.
So, wasn't a big fan of Jingle All the Way.
No. That's sort of meh. I don't think I even watched that until last year.
Christmas. I love the Christmas Story. So, I mean, maybe the question of the day tomorrow is like your favorite
Christmas movie.
So,
I heard Charles Schultz kind of kept like putting the producers off and the big decision makers until he was absolutely forced to preview it to them. And by that point, they were already committed. They had already done the advertising and like it had to happen.
Gotcha.
And so he hid it from them until the absolute last moment. And they were all panicked and they were trying to figure out a way to change it. And it was like, it's all locked in, nothing we can do. And so they ended up putting it on with their breath held and everybody left.
And it was fine.
Yeah.
It's always okay. It always figures out a way to work it out.
That Stardom Stat is brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue. Hungry for real Southern barbecue? Head over to Sonny's Barbecue, located at 2720 State Road 16 in St. Augustine. Start off right with crowd favorites like the barbecue pork egg rolls, smoked wings, or crispy corn nuggets. Then dig into their mouth-watering St. Louis ribs or try one of the Pitmaster's picks with all the classic sides, including the famous garlic bread. And don't forget to wash it all down with their signature sweet tea. Sonny's, local Pitmasters since 1968. All right, plug Trey.
All right. Well, we got to actually give a little bit of a shout out to Sonny's and wishes with the Sonny's organization. Sonny Tillman, the person who started Sonny's Barbecue, passed on late on Sunday night. And we did Sonny's last night, and they just always just knock it out of the park. So thank you, Sonny's, for being a partner with us. So
100%.
All right, plugs. We have Bollocks tonight. Lenny and I and Blake are going to be solving all the world's problems, so you should listen in because that's what we do on Bollocks this evening.
Right on. Blake, what did you got?
All right. If you want to help support the Now for Now, or if you want to bring your podcast to our studio, you can always contact me at blake9fornow@gmail.com. And that's all the announcements I have. Bye, everyone.
Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. We got Bollocks tonight. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.